Looks like we made it here in one piece.
There are still so many creatures we don't know about.
Have you been writing stuff down about what we fight?
Yep. It's actually pretty fun to observe them from...
Thanks for waiting. Eat as much as you like.
Make sure to get some good rest. All right, guys. Ready to go?
No backing down!
Not on my watch! Lunar correction! Dance in the wind! By the power of love!
It can hide itself?
Amazing! Eat this! I can carve through armor! Here I come! Demon Tank! Prepare to be seized! Take this!
Annihilation!
Leave the charges to me!
Ignite!
Huddle! Burning! My rock!
You're far enough! Solid hurricane!
Lightning orb! Healing circle! If you can't rely on yourself...
Don't be a martyr. You've got all your friends here.
Thanks.
Eat this! I'll run you
Where
through!
are you going?
Talon Storm!
Searing Raging Storm!
Here I come!
Here
Demon Tank!
Hey, that...
Tear you apart!
Thank you.
You're mine!
Here's evil!
Talon Hurricane! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Here I come! This one's all mine!
Healing circle!
I really owe you one! Swallow damage! I can carve through armor! Swallow blade! Demon Tank! Dragon down! Demon Tank! Here I come! Slash! It's over!
Thank you. That's my cue.
Shut him down!
Raging cascade! Searing flame! Lunar corruption!
Far enough! Here I come! Demon Tank! Swallow blade!
Where are you going?
Try harder! Not a chance! Demon Tank! Dragon Shell! It's on!
Boss, get toasty!
Burn strike!
Don't push yourself too hard.
forgive you!
Take this!
Lightning condemned!
Mirage! Here I come!
Healing circle!
You picked the wrong fight!
Hey, that...
Take this!
I'm not so good with airborne parties.
Demon Fang!
Not
to it!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Radiant...
My turn!
Peter! Lightning condemned!
Take this!
Thunderblade! I'm ready!
Demon Fang!
Glacial spear!
Now! Blade!
Get toasty!
Bird strike!
We managed to pull through.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
What's that big tower over there?
We should be able to cook here.
I'm drenched in sweat.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomachache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff. See you guys tomorrow. feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
Not this way, I guess. Not this way, I guess.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me, or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set and we'll set sail. This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Danans on that ship?
couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Until then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Malabar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. I guess I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Алмейдреи, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deep...
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Алмейдреи?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegis.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegis. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Алмейдреи did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Алмейдреи do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Алмейдреи resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
You don't look so good. You all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Алмейдреи were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Danans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Danans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Danans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Danan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Алмейдреи did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Danans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Miguel, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renins and Danins do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Алмейдреи, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renins I had to travel alongside. And yet, Ceslodia's Danins backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadeye. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Алмейдреи. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Алмейдреи when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Алмейдреи's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cislodia, the lush green glades of Menancia, the harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually managed to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Dahnans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Dahnans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Dahnans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Алмейдреи. I'll ask Mahavar.
Look who's up! Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Алмейдреи.
Xian, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
Now that's what I call a ship!
Yeah. The biggest one in all of Mahagsar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelzelik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Алмейдреи plans to do from here on out, now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
I wouldn't put it past her.
She's strong, yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No.
Yeah.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsef when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought it was a goner.
Balsef's brute strength was in a league all its own, yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Danon in origin.
Xian said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, The idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Engaging!
It's over!
Bring him down!
You're mine! Swallow blade! Slide! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Demon Fang! You're mine! It's over! Slide! Crumble!
A comfortable win.
It's on!
Oh my lord!
In a bind?
I never miss!
Punch that gun out of your hand!
Feisty one, eh?
Do it! Kisara, frozen!
Hammer! Now you see what I can do! Put it on!
Be my guest!
Do it! Theon! Astral energy! Full throttle! Go!
Nice. No scrap.
Got it! That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving. Out of our way! Lightning denied! Searing flame! Reload! Here I go! These ones can burst around us! Not on my watch!
Swallow blade! Demon Fang!
Do it!
My turn! Slash!
Mega Ray!
It's over! Demon Fang!
Whoa!
Slash! Demon Fang!
Yeah! Get toasty!
Bird strike!
A comfortable win.
What's this thing?
I'll live long enough to regret it.
Radiant storm!
Now I'm going in! My shield!
First aid!
Coming through! Ha! No! Scarlet Inferno! You're mine! You picked the wrong fight! Here I come! I owe you one! Swallow dance! Demon Pack! Don't leave! Hey! Blow them away! My turn!
This one's mine!
It's over! Slack!
Here goes!
Fall back! Demon Pack! Blow him down! My turn! Hey, I'm pretty lucky. No choice. Take this!
Not on my watch!
Walk it down!
Lunar torpedo!
No escape!
No shield!
Demon Pack!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Radiant
Yeah!
I can carve through armor!
Like steel!
Do it!
Demon Pack!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Onward and upward.
Go no further!
You picked the wrong fight! Here I come!
Talon Astral energy!
Say no more.
Not a chance! Demon Pack!
Raging storm!
It's
More
over!
where that came from!
Demon Pack! Slash! Swallow blade!
Lock! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
No backing down!
Now you learn! Swallow blade!
Anything in armor!
Demon Pack!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Here I come!
Armor won't save you!
Like steel! Demon Pack! Swallow blade!
Now! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Got you now!
Denied!
I won't show you any mercy! Rebel!
Now! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Take it!
My turn! Demon Pack! I'm not done! Demon Pack! Swallow blade! You're mine! It's over!
Now I'm real mad! In a bind, ready and
Swallow
ready!
blade!
Thank you!
Demon Pack! Swallow blade! It's over! Demon Pack!
Armor won't save you, did you hear it
Demon
now?
Pack! Take this! Here I come! No escape! First strike! You picked the wrong fight! You're mine!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
A comfortable win.
Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
It's a duel of the arts!
Here I come! Mirage!
This one's mine!
Fine free! Why can't they just sit still? Lucia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Kitara!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Dance in the wind!
No!
Searing
Take
flame!
Mirage! Demon Fang! Swallow Blade! Demon Fang!
Do it!
Looks like we won.
Forgive you!
Armor won't save you! Swallow Blade!
Great steel Astral energy!
Say no more.
Now, here I come! Can't get out of this!
Not in your dreams!
Take this!
Piercing lightning to death!
Demon Fang!
Rolling
Take this! Power Storm! Strike! Swallow Blade! Here I come! I'm on Demon Fang!
Supernova!
Swallow Blade! Demon Fang!
Sleep now!
You're mine! You're
Go away! Burning strike! Raging storm! Where are you going? Photon strike! Let me help! First aid!
Okay! You're mine! Swallow Blade!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well,
I'm here to stop it.
Now we're not Swallow Blade! Strike it! Infernal Torrent! Swallow Blade!
Yeah, I'll be okay.
I know you won't. It's on!
Take this!
Also, you see what happened there as you crossed me. Well, this shouldn't have done that.
No escape! Burn in hell!
Healing circle!
I owe you one. Swallow Blade!
I really
Demon Fang!
Blast in the wind! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
We're still standing. Barely. This'll make us even more formidable.
peg!
Glacier
Swallow
Spear!
blade!
Pierce evil!
Swallow dance! Swallow blade! Too fast!
Defend the sky of mine!
Demon peg! Slap!
Freeze blade!
Coming through! Ha! Mount! Scarlet Inferno! Battle! In an instant! Impact block! Not a chance! It's over!
Take this!
You're on! Here I come!
I never miss!
Swallow blade!
Do it!
Don't leave! All yours, Kisara!
With this, I can become even stronger.
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zugals the Renans usually keep around.
Indeed. I believe it's safe to assume these were used in her experiments.
They certainly look as twisted as her.
Even here.
I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Estaluva Forest.
It looks and smells like some kind of medicine.
Whatever this place was used for,
Gotta break through! The rebels!
Armor will save you!
My shield! You picked the
Power of water!
Wait up! Take down their defenses! On my lord! We got fire!
I'm done! Let a marksman handle
My turn! All yours!
Not in your dreams.
correction! Far enough!
Swallow dance! No further! It's over!
Raging cascade.
Fly! Swallow blade!
In here.
I'm on a roll now!
This one's all mine! Fly! Swallow blade! Will ya?
Anything you want to roll mine!
Another raging.
Mega ray!
Burn it out! You won't make a fool of me! You're finished! Swallow blade!
Thank you. Kisara. Frozen.
Hammer!
Now! Take this!
Primed and ready!
Smash you! It's over!
Where are you going?
Tempted.
You're mine!
Ready. I'll heal you
It's
all.
torch!
Now I'm in the groove!
Swallow blade! On your You're finished!
Hey, let's tempted.
Escape! Demon Pack! It's all mine! Demon Pack!
Kisara! Go for it! Prepare to crumble!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Алмейдреи sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Алмейдrei's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Алмейдреи may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? My head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Алмейдреи.
An opponent like this should be easy. You got big. Demon Blade! Swallow Blade! Bring him down! Swallow Blade!
Do it! Leon, astral energy! Full throttle!
Certainly not bad.
No complaints here.
Can't get out of this! Far enough! You're mine!
They really don't give up, do they?
Hold my
Now!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Not a chance! It's almost too strong! Split it up! Be my gift! Burn it out! I'll finish you here on out!
Now!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
It's on! Got you now!
Where are you going?
It's over!
More precision! I'll take my revenge on you! Dream!
It's over! Damn it! It's too fast!
Air thrust!
Swallow Blade! Swallow Blade! Take this! Demon Cut! My turn! Watch it! Demon Cut! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Leave the charges to him!
Underneath!
In a bind? I'm on it! Far enough!
I'll tear you apart!
Radiant Star!
Take this! Swallow Blade! Dragon Shout! You're mine! Burn in hell!
Healing Circle!
You won't make a fool of me!
Now you see what I can do!
I'll treat you respect!
That's
Thunder Blade!
Power of water! Slot! Swallow blade!
Mega ray!
Do it!
Kitara! Frozen!
Hammer!
Fighting in this state isn't advisable. Let's dispose of the trash.
I'm on it! Swallow blade!
I'll be saving this one!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Demon Fang!
Where are you going?
You're finished!
Lightning
Demon Fang! Slot! Swallow blade! Demon Fang! You're mine! You're finished! Slot!
Hurricane! Raging Cascade!
I'm ready!
In here!
I'm not done! You're finished!
Do it!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Ow!
Here's evil!
Not today! Take this! I can carve through us! My shield? Take this! Hurricane! We're not finished!
Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Take it!
No!
Go! One more!
Easy ensnaring to me.
Yeah!
Swallow blade!
Hurricane!
No escape! Slot! First strike! Demon Fang!
Eat this!
I won't be able to heal you for much longer.
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Now you learn!
Raging Cascade!
This one's mine!
Astral energy! Full throttle!
Not a chance!
I'll tear you up, shattering pieces. Attack time.
Demon Fang!
Just
This one's all mine!
do it.
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor. Forgive you!
You picked the wrong thing! Demon Fang! Fire support! Demon Fang!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
There!
No! Now we're never I can carve through us! My shield! Swallow blade! Demon
Now,
Fang!
out of ammo!
Shield!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
A comfortable win.
What's this thing?
dispose of this trash.
Take this! Denied! Demon Fang!
Careful! It has some kind of camouflage!
What's all mine? Burn!
That's freaking does it!
You're mine! Slash! Swallow Blade! Infernal Turret! Demon Fang! Slash! Swallow Blade! Demon Fang! You're mine!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Swallow Blade! You're mine! I can carve through armor!
Will this help?
You're mine!
Where are you going?
Too much! Swallow Blade! I'm not done!
I could do this all day!
Swallow Blade!
I'll bring you back from death before. I'll bring you back from death.
Wind
I'll bring you back from
acceleration!
Get out of this!
Lightning condense!
Denied!
Thunder
I
blade!
can't give you forever!
Not done yet! You're mine!
Confiscated! Pierce
Swallow Blade!
Lightning orb!
Swallow Blade! Demon Fang! Take it! An astral...
That's my cue!
Shut him down! Swallow Blade! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Lunar
Take it!
correction! Lightning orb!
Come! It's over!
Now!
It's time!
I'll be saving this one!
Come,
Breaking stone!
Not today! You're mine!
If it's in the sky,
It's alright!
I'll smash you!
Swallow Blade!
Here I
Take
go.
this! My turn!
Mega ray!
Whirlwind smash!
Demon Fang!
Lightning orb!
In a bind?
Dance in the wind!
By the power of
Air
God!
Demon Fang! What's all mine? Burn it out! Demon Fang! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
How's that for a kick? I'm getting better, right?
Quite. I'll be relying on your fancy footwork.
Does fancy footwork mean running away like a chicken?
No!
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking. way this key's been placed. It's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game to her.
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be?
Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here. What's this thing?
How much longer will our healing arts last?
This looks nice and tough.
No choice.
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Rocket shell! You're mine!
You require a hand.
Can't
Those
get out
flying
of this!
creatures are a real pain in the
Far
butt!
enough! You're mine!
Hit a word!
Swallow blade! Demon fang!
Eat this!
Infernal turret! Swallow blade! Demon fang!
Anything normal is
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Swallow blade! It's on! Dragon
I'll finish you here and now!
I'm not done! Demon fang! Swallow blade!
I'll be saving this one!
I'll
Get
tear you
mine!
apart!
Demon fang!
Bring
You're
in
finished!
storm! Mega ray!
Demon fang!
Here goes! Annihilation! Confiscated! Lightning orb!
Dragon shell!
Steering your wheel!
In the group!
It's over! Demon fang!
Sleep now!
Swallow blade!
Should have messed with me!
First try!
You require a hand.
Can't get out of this! This one one's all mine!
The enemy wields arc too.
You'll soon see about that!
I never fit!
Shining Supernova!
Smash you!
Demon Flame! Demon Wind!
Demon
Air
Pass!
My astral energy!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw!
There's always room for improvement.
Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
Gotta break through! For my lord! Demon Tank!
In here!
Euro Blade! No escape! No chance! You're mine! First
Lightning Orb! Lightning Condemned!
Laser Spear!
That's my cue!
Time down!
Now you see what I can do.
You're crushed like steel! Usura! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
If Almeidrei's not in her own room, just where the hell is she?
It's possible she may be on the bridge, but I would guess that she's waiting for us elsewhere on the ship.
Which means she's most likely chosen a place where she'll have the advantage in a fight.
Be careful, guys. I came from an entire family of Danon mages, and that woman murdered all of them. All on her own. I hate to say it, but she's an incredibly powerful astral artist.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy. But on top of that, she might try to sick that monster on us again, too.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to play with. Let's make sure we put an end to it. One last place to look. Straight ahead.
Almeidrea.
There she is! Almeidrea!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Danon Witch.
Almeidrea.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like a rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in the ends. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Алмейдреи.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Mesvold! Enjoy your meal!
Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down and it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me!
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you! This one's mine! I'll take this one!
What?
That frickin' does it! Here's a healing arc!
Right.
First aid!
Dragon down!
Pieces!
Not in your dreams! Dance to the wind! Mega Weak mouth! More for the fire!
Damn!
Radiant storm! More where that came from! Mega
Come on! I'm on Portal Blade! Coming right!
Natural energy! Dance in the wind! Here, I'll heal you all! I'll be saving this one!
No! Can't... It's over!
Take this!
Portal Blade! This one's all mine! You're done! Ignite!
Stay away!
Portal Blade! Here I come! You're finished! I can carve through all!
This one's mine! Lunar Force! Gemini Aqua! This one's mine! Searing Flame! I'm all stuffed up! Here, I'll not in your dreams! Flame of Fury!
Eat that! No! Can't get here! This should do it!
Here's a healing arc!
I owe you one!
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready!
You'll pay for that! Take this! Here I come! This one's all mine! Eat dirt!
Brimming with hatred. What foolishness.
Take this!
Wretched fool!
You may be strong, but I'll never back down! Take this! I'm not done! Slap! Swallow blade! Destruction! I'm on it!
This one's mine! Not on my watch! Radiant Peter! Lightning condemned!
Here I come! You're finished! Start up!
I'll tear you apart! Sleep now!
I owe you one!
I'll be saving this one!
Here I come! Eat dirt!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Glacial spear! Piercing
Demon Plague!
Armor won't save
Freeze
you!
Lancer!
No further!
Take that!
Denied!
You're mine! I'm on it! They're attacking separately! Can't land a hit on her!
Keep an eye on her, and take out the monster first!
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that!
Yeah! Take it away! Take it! Swallow blade! Demon Plague!
Not in your dreams!
This one's all mine! Take it! Try harder!
You see what happened there as you crossed me? I should have done that. You will suffer!
I'll heal you all! Lightning condemned! Healing circle! Thunder blade!
Behold my true
Now we're
power!
You picked the wrong fight!
Wits about you, people!
Take this!
Here's a healing art!
I owe you one!
Pieces! Attack time!
Lightning!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity! Chaotic disaster!
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arts aren't so special. And now, they're mine!
No further!
Not in your dreams!
Florida!
Chinese!
Smash you!
Dance in the wind! Air correction! Lightning condemned!
I owe you one!
I'll never miss!
Slash! You're finished! Swallow blade! Swallow blade! Eat dirt! I'll tear you apart! Demon Plague! Swallow blade! Slash! Swallow blade! Not now! Not ever!
I've let you all down.
Stay away from my friend! Here I come!
I'll bring you
You're
back
on!
to that
Take this! Destruction!
Not in your dreams!
No further.
Time to let it rip! Try harder!
I'll end you!
This one's all mine!
It's the hit.
You win!
carve through armor! You're finished!
I never miss!
I'll be saving
Inspiration! I can do this all day.
My true power! You picked the right...
Her master core!
Not while I'm around, he isn't!
Here I come!
Healing on him!
Rigwell!
I'll never forgive you!
What?
I'll take you down! I'll end you! Astral energy!
Say no more!
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Danon, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Danon or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again.
Lord Volrun, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Volrun. Years ago, the Lord of Ganeth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volrun.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down? What?
something!
Let go of me! Let me go!
Xion!
Alfin!
Xion!
Alfin!
Come and find me, if you truly are the Sovereign. After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake. As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back. I just wanted to go back. To Dena. To my home.
Alphen.
Niori.
Live for me.
No. Niori. No! Wait, please. Wait, I... What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking. Niori. Shion. Damn it.
Take this! Slash! Take this! Slash! Strike! No escape! Destruction! I'm not done! Demon Fang! Swallow Blade! Slash! Demon Fang! Here I come! This should do it! Demon Fang! Slash! Swallow Blade! Slash! It's over! Swallow Blade! Slash! Here I come! Slash! It's over! Take this! Swallow Blade! Demon Fang! Swallow Blade! It's on! Eat dirt! Here I Slash! Demon Fang! Take this! Slash! Demon Fang! Swallow Blade! Slash! No escape! You're finished! Take this! I'm not done! Demon Fang! My turn! Slash! Demon Fang! Strike! Demon Fang! Swallow Blade! Demon Fang! Take this! Swallow Blade! You're finished! There! You're mine! Here I come! Swallow Blade! Demon Fang! Slash! It's over! There! It's on! Eat dirt! Slash! You're mine! Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Rinwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistlein. Kisara and La are already there.
Rinwell, where are we?
Ganith Heros, Volran's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volran's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
You sense one of your pals, Poodle? Speaking of Thistleum, it's populated by Danins, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danin defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zoogles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now, trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation. Simply keep an eye on him.
Right. You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Xion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegus.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danon?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almeidrei's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Xion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Xion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Xion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Xion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Aymeris.
Aymeris? As in Xion Aymeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen.
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Sarah.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volrán, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?